Hello, friends. Thank you so much for being here at Non-Toxic Home with me. I'm Leanna, and I have wet hair right now. I haven't even combed it out still. I apologize if that offends you, but this is my life, friends. This is what it's like to be me. Um, Sometimes I just don't care what I look like. Actually, that's most of the time. This is me without makeup. I don't wear any makeup. I discussed that in another video. I am dealing with the G satellites, as I discussed in other videos. I am convinced that it is millimeter radiation that I am dealing with because the symptoms that I am experiencing are completely different from any that I have experienced before in my previous tool bag, such as lion's mane and my mast cell stabilizers. They are doing absolutely nothing to deal with this. Now my cardiac symptoms are better, but the hypoxia, whoa, it is really bad. Last night it was the worst it's ever been, and quite frankly, afterwards it was a little bit scary. I came in and cried for a minute because it was scary after the fact. I went out to take care of my chickens about 9 p.m. I'd been out earlier that day and planted a few squash seeds out in the garden because I need food to eat, and in the afternoon it was fine outside. It actually was pretty nice outside. It rained all day, so there's quite a bit more oxygen in the air, and we live in a woods, so it's typically a very oxygen-rich environment, and it's very healing for me. However, since this stupid satellite launch, it's been problematic for me, and I didn't even know the satellites are going to be launched, so you can't tell me that I have these symptoms because I'm thinking about it, because I'm not. Sorry, it's still a bit of a issue right this moment for me. I'm doing this video right now because I just got out of the bathtub. I was in the bathtub, let's see, for about 2.5 hours today on average. I spend 1 to 6 hours a day in the tub. That is what is helping me a lot when I'm in a magnesium bath, which I discussed in a previous video. When I'm in the bath itself, my symptoms generally are completely gone. Now, it has to be the magnesium. For me, Epsom salts works best. Baking soda and the borax, it has to be all three. I'm finding if I add or take anything away, it doesn't work the same. Today, it didn't work the same because I ran out of baking soda. And yesterday, I tried a Morgellons bath, and that added additional borax as well as additional, well, it added sea salt or Redmond salt specifically. And I actually had worse symptoms, and that was just weird. I'll talk about that in another video. But the magnesium bath seems to have to be the 1 cup of Epsom salts, 1 cup baking soda, 1 tablespoon borax. For me, everything's different. Everyone's different. This is not medical advice. This has not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration of the United States. Always talk to your doctor about everything, and this is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent, mitigate, or otherwise address any symptom or diagnosis under the sun. Okay, so the magnesium bath is one thing that is helping me get through. And like I said, when I'm in the tub, I really don't have symptoms if I have the right ratio of stuff in there. If only I could just carry the tub around with me, right? And so I know it's not the fact that it's a cast iron tub, and I know it's not the fact that it is being in water. It is that specific ratio that is helpful for me the most. Now, it helps to be in water or in the tub, period, but that specific ratio is absolutely essential for me to have no symptoms. I experiment with stuff all the time. I don't say things unless I know it to be absolutely true, unless I make a mistake, which I do. So the other thing that I previously discussed is a food grade hydrogen peroxide. I discussed aerosolizing that. Be very careful. You absolutely have to dilute it. And like I said, it needs to be food grade. I discussed that in another video I'll link to. Now, the other thing is the magnesium protocol / root cause protocol. I realized today that there were about 3 or 4 things that I have either backed off on or haven't tried, like the taurine and I want to say vitamin E. Maybe it's no, I'm pretty sure it's vitamin E. Those 2 things, I have actually never added those from the root cause protocol. And everyone's different. There are root cause consultants that you can, you buy their time, and that's not something that I've ever done. I haven't found a need to. I'll link to it below. You want to download their full guide. There's a lot to it. I started it in 2016. It took me a year, maybe two, I think a year, it could have been two, I'm not sure, to implement almost all of it. I didn't find any benefit from cod liver oil. Personally, everyone's different. Again, you could be different. But the magnesium bath is actually part of that protocol. And I also use magnesium oil, and I make my own magnesium body butter, which I have a link to that I'll drop below, that I tell you how to make it yourself. And it's good stuff, really wonderful. I love my magnesium body butter. The transdermal magnesium is really essential in my book, and also the magnesium water as well, which I have a video on. I don't know if I have it up yet. I'll have to look, but if I don't, then be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and ring the bell so you don't miss when I do get that magnesium water video up, if it's not already. I just don't remember right now. Okay, so the other thing that is very recent that has been helping me is boost oxygen. You want to be sure you get the natural, because they do have some with other crap in it. This is just oxygen and 5%, I don't know, incidental air or something like that. 5% ambient air. I don't have any reactions to it. I have no smell, or there is no smell to it, in my opinion. And it is expensive. For one, it's like $15. For two, I think it's $25 for the 5 liter, the medium size. And there is not much oxygen in here. This is the first one I've bought, and I just bought 2 more online to be sure I don't run out of it. And I'm actually going to make a bag so that I can carry it around with me, and I don't end up like I did last night, going out to take care of the chickens and then almost not making it back inside the house. About halfway, I almost sat down in the mud because it was like there was no air. It's like I was on the moon. It was absolutely unreal. And I wasn't frightened at the time because I don't embrace the fear response. However, none of us are perfect, and all of us at some point, we're going to have things that happen that are scary. That is life here on this fallen planet, correct? All right, so this I'm going to start carrying around with me because of those situations. I use it very, 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 very sparingly because it's so expensive. Obviously, if you have the inclination or the insurance, then you might be able to get a prescription from your doctor for medicinal oxygen or medical oxygen, whatever you want to call it. Those otherwise are very expensive if you don't have the insurance coverage for it. The portable ones are like $2,500 plus. And the stationary ones, when I looked today, they were $800, and you have to have prescription for that stuff. So something to keep, another option to keep in mind. Now, some other things that I've researched that I haven't tried are Siberian ginseng, rhodiola, ginkgo, and cayenne. Like I said, I haven't tried those. Motherwort is another thing that can help hypoxia. Excuse me, something's bugging me. And I had no benefit whatsoever from motherwort. You're different, could help you, didn't help me any. Now, the most important thing that is helping me get through this ridiculous, insane time is knowing my God and walking in step with Jesus. Most importantly, well, that's pretty important, right? Well, most relevantly, I suppose would be the more accurate description, is that I walk around stating repeatedly every day, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, because it's true. God is with us, and I am constantly having to imagine myself putting on the full armor of God. It is available to us. He will supernaturally protect us and keep us alive to do His will. We are here in these end times for a reason. I don't know what they are. I don't know why we are afflicted with these issues. However, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, those of us who deal with reactions to toxic products aren't the anomaly. we're the ones who have bodies that are telling us, yo, this is toxic, this should not be here, this is evil, it needs to go, make it go away, right? That's my personal opinion. So, as I've already mentioned, the most important part of this is faith in my book. And I really hope that you're taking this time to spend time with God and to really get to know Him, because it's really important in these really weird, whacked out times that we are in step with Him. We are overcomers. We are here not to embrace the world, but to overcome it. Fight evil with good. All right? Fight evil with good. I know I repeat things a lot, but I really want to emphasize these sorts of things. The Word of God has power. God has more power than you and I can even possibly fathom. So there is absolutely power in His words. Depend on Him for your strength and to get you through. Keep your chin up. Remember that our home is not here. This is only temporal. Our bodies are temporal. And yes, Satan is attacking our bodies. However, that's not what we want to focus on. We want to focus on the fact that God has already won the battle. He has already paid the price for us. All we have to do is depend on Him and rely on Him. If you found this beneficial, or if you found other things that you personally are doing in regards to the EMF-induced hypoxia, probably caused by millimeter waves, please drop a comment below and let me know what's helping you. And please share this, like, subscribe, and be sure to subscribe to our weekly newsletter so that you don't miss new posts. I am behind in sharing videos from YouTube to the website. However, I do also write things on the website as well that I don't share to YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful, blessed day. If you need prayers, please drop a comment. Please pray for me, and I will pray for you. Thank you so much.